Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my beautiful face for the very first time, hi, my name is Adora and you're watching Life with Ada Beke. Yes, if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, comment and share, and just, continue to show us love on this channel. And if you're one of my OGs, welcome back. I love that you guys keep returning, that you keep supporting me. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. And I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for all the support that you continue to show me on this channel. I'm going to be talking about some of the mistakes that pre-meds make. Like mistakes that I won't say necessarily cost them the admission, but I feel like cost them happiness. Like it makes life more stressful. They're making their life a little more stressful. You know what I mean? Like, why make your life more stressful than it needs to be, okay? So today I'm going to be talking about 5 common mistakes that pre-meds make that I feel like if we didn't make those mistakes, I feel like college, undergrad, your pre-med experience would be a little bit easier for you. I have my trusted notebook, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The thing is getting letters of recommendation from random teachers. What do I mean by random teachers? Let me tell you what a lot of pre-meds do. A pre-med will take like general chemistry, right? They got A in general chemistry out of a class of 300 people. Your Gen Chem teacher cannot even identify you as one of their students in their class. But because you got A, you now gonna ask that Gen Chem professor to give you a letter of rec. Some will give you, but they cannot say anything to speak to you because they don't even know that you were in their class. Maybe your TA will know, the TA knows that you're in their class, but they don't even know you. So that's what I mean by random teachers. A lot of pre-meds will leave the people that actually know who they are and go and get a letter of recommendation for someone who doesn't know who they are because they got an A in their class. I heard this and I feel like it's a good advisor. It's actually better for you to get a letter of recommendation from a professor who maybe you got a C in their class, but they knew who you were, they saw how you struggled, like they can speak to your character and actually write something that makes sense in your letter of recommendation than just because because you got A in their class, they'll just give you one generic letter. You understand? So I feel like that's something a lot of pre-meds miss out on. I was able to get the teachers that wrote me a letter of recommendation. The first one, my advisor. She knows me. She sees me at least twice every semester. We have conversations. We have like good conversations. She knows my trajectory and can speak to that. The second person was the professor that I actually did research with, and I also took a class with her. I think I got a B in her class. But she knows like how well she knows the kind of thing, she knows the kind of person I was, and she could speak to it. Then the third professor that I had was an English professor actually, who I had traveled with. I had gone to Kenya with her, like on one of our something called Jan terms. So I felt like we had traveled together. There was more of a rapport, and I felt she could speak to my character and could speak, to who I was. That I'm not random. She can point me out and identify who I am. You understand? So those were the people that I had write my letters. So I think like those kind of things, you should prioritize that because it just makes your life much easier. You will not be guessing, is this person going to write me a good letter? Is they going to write me a bad letter? You know the kind of letter you can expect from that person already. The second one is doing experiences that you don't want, that you just do because they said it's going to look good on your resume. I remember that time I was in undergrad, everybody was learning how to be an EMT. Hey, God. I was feeling like I don't know what I'm doing with my life because I was like, which one is EMT? How can I become this EMT? Like, I was feeling so down because, first of all, being an EMT would have taken so much time out of my day. It was just not a feasible thing for me. But I felt so bad, like, as in, everybody is doing it, like, this is such a thing that I have to do too. And I know people who just did EMT, not because they want to do it, but because they felt like, oh, that's what people do to get into medical school. Another thing that people do is scribing. You know, people, they don't want to do it, they are broke doing it, but they feel like that's what you need to do to get into medical school. You must be a scribe, you understand? So I'm not saying like every experience you do is going to be the best experience. But at least like do get experiences that you actually want to do. You understand? Don't just do something because oh it looks good on your resume, or everybody is a member of this organization because it looks good. Oh, I'm going to be a leader of a club because it looks. No, if you know that you cannot handle that stress, if you know this club does not vibe with you, why do it? Like don't like stress yourself, don't like make yourself unhappy because you think, because actually people come to medical school with a variety of experiences. If what you like doing is playing soccer on the weekend, play your soccer, you understand, and then speak about it in your like in your activity section. Let that maybe you held a leadership position as a soccer captain or something. In order for you to speak about that you actually had interest in, than one club that you barely did anything in, you just took up that position just yeah below, you understand, like no, it's not good. Another thing is lack of collaboration with peers. Premeds are so stingy. They can be so akagom. They know things, but only keep it to themselves, or maybe tell their very close friends. Like you can have information about tests. You can have information about like things that can actually help people to grow. Maybe you know conferences or you know sources of funding, but you won't share with your peers. That thing was something that was so terrible at my school, at my undergrad. And I know my undergrad was even mild. Some schools were even worse. They were so terrible. Like the competitive nature, like people, they feel like, oh, if I help that person will get into medical school and me, I will not get into medical school. It's not like that. It's not like that. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And I wish people could realize that that's not the case and be more open to helping their peers, give people information, be more open to like being a good person. Collaboration, the competitiveness, it doesn't help anybody. And like what makes pre-med or like pre-med time so toxic is that competitiveness that like pre-meds have with each other. It's what makes it so toxic, and it's not good. And that one is taking the MCAT when you're not ready. You will know I used to sing this thing like song. I used to preach it. Stop giving these people your money. The med school application cycle, the MCAT, they are all so expensive. So maybe unless you're a millionaire or a child of a millionaire, or the money is not coming from you, so you don't really care. But if that money is important to you, it's better for you to wait and then take that exam when you're ready. Apply when you're ready. Apply when you can defend that your application and know that you put the best application forward. Okay? Like, don't how do I say it? Like, don't go and apply like don't go and take this exam when you know within your heart of heart that you are not ready to take it, but you're just taking it because everybody's taking their exam in third year, everybody's applying to get in after fourth year. So as in, if I don't apply to get in after fourth year, I'm useless, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do in my life, blah blah. It's a lie. Everybody's running their own race, you understand? Like, just calm down, relax. Like me, I had 3 gap years. I am a real applicant, so I'm telling you based on my own experiences. Don't do it unless you're ready, because it's expensive, it's time consuming, and it's like emotionally gut wrenching. I'm telling you. And last but not least, one mistake pre-meds make is focusing solely on scores. Dr. Ryan Gray, I talk about him so much because I think he does a very good job, that runs med school headquarters. He has a YouTube series called Application Renovation. And in application renovation, people submit their applications, that people that didn't get in, they submit their applications, and he walks through the application with them and sees, what they could improve on, what they did well, what they didn't do well, that kind of thing. If you know the amount of 3.9518 MCAT that did not get in, you will just be wondering, how come somebody has a 3.9 GPA and 518 MCAT and they not get in? It's because people focus solely on scores. I'm not saying scores are bad. I've said this thing before in numerous places, that you want to make sure that you have a good enough MCAT score and a good enough GPA, that they are not a problem. But you do not want to neglect the other parts of your applications, because sorry to tell you, the application process is holistic. They don't only look at your scores. Scores will get you into the door. I won't lie. Like, some schools will screen, applicants. If you do not meet a certain cutoff mark, they're not even going to look at you. So you don't want to be screened out. Scores will get you in through the door. I will not lie about that. But they're not what's going to keep you. So you need to make sure that you're volunteering, you're shadowing, that you're getting good clinical experiences, that you're crafting a good personal statement, that you're just doing what you need to do to get into medical school, okay? And that you're doing things that actually give you joy, that you're getting opportunities and experiences that you like, that you're shadowing with doctors that actually want to teach you and you want to learn from. All those things, like, prioritize joy, prioritize happiness, you guys, okay? So, but all I want to say is, like, these are some of the common mistakes that I've seen premeds make a lot, and I want you guys to change that, because not just so that you can get into medical school, but so that you can have a happy time prior to getting into medical school, because a lot of these things are what make people so depressed, so unhappy in the time before medical school, in the time of their pre-med years. So if you can make these adjustments, make these changes, like change these mistakes, you will have a better time. You have a better time through your pre-med years. And so that's all I had to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Like, I enjoyed filming it and letting you know my thoughts. And as such, if there was if you made any of the mistakes that I talked about, please leave it in the comment section. And if there are, mistakes that you feel that pre-meds are making, please leave it in the comment section. Let us know so that we will not make those mistakes, okay? And please, as usual, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you in my next one, okay? Bye.